Egan on board that one, or Evelyn Pleasure. Sean O'Brien, the trainer, #1 on your card. Career best when winning a 15-runner Novice Chase at Clonmel on soft 22 days ago. Can do even better in this year, but they're off and racing.
White flag is raised and they're off. Very short run to the first of 11 fences, and little enough time to organise themselves, but they all jump it safely. Red Hot Philly Peppers, the leader, on the inside of Reach Up, and these two go on by 3 to 4 lengths as they approach the first of the ditches at the top fence at the top of the hill. Celtic Rising chases those in third as they jump that second. Celtic Rising just got in a little bit close. Revel and Pleasure was not too fluent towards the back of the field either, but they're all still standing and on the run downhill towards the straight for the first time. And Reach Up on the outside of Red Hot Philly Peppers. These two race first and second, a length and a half in front of Celtic Rising, who races in third. Gap of 4 to 5 lengths then to find Alley Bleu with Runyon Rattler on that one's inside, and they're a length in front of Cross My Mind with the grey Crafty Power upsides that one, and a gap of about maybe half a dozen lengths to find the back two, Revel and Pleasure and Patchine. But the leading group just beginning to stack up a little bit as they head towards the straight for the first time. Reach Up and Liam Quinlan with Red Hot Philly Peppers, Paul Townend on the inner. They're a length in front of Celtic Rising and Dylan Robinson, who in turn is a couple in front of Runyon Rattler with Alley Bleu, the white face, and the permanently blue jacket on that one's outside. Cross My Mind is on the inner as they approach this, the first of the two fences in the straight. And again, all negotiated safely. On now to fence number 4, and Reach Up has opened up a clear enough advantage as they jump that. Celtic Rising has now moved into second, Red Hot Philly Peppers third, but this three have a lead of about maybe half a dozen lengths or more back to Runyon Rattler with Crafty Power on the outside, Alley Bleu between them. The chasing group just closing up a little bit now as they pass the stands, and they're a couple of lengths in front of Cross My Mind, and another 2 to 3 back to Revel and Pleasure and Patchine, the back two. So heading away from the stands, and a longish run before they leave the ground again, which will be at fence number 5. And it's Reach Up who is the leader by a couple of lengths to Celtic Rising racing second on the outside of Red Hot Philly Peppers on the rail. They're two in front of the light blue jacket of Runyon Rattler on the inside of Alley Bleu and the grey Crafty Power. Cross My Mind follows those a length back, and another length to find Revel and Pleasure and the back marker of the 9 runners, Patchine. So as they head down the far side and towards fence number 5, 7 left to jump in all, and it's Reach Up the leader by about a length and a half to Celtic Rising in second. Red Hot Philly Peppers a close third on the inside, and they're only 2 lengths in front of Runyon Rattler, Alley Bleu. And behind those, they jump that fence as Crafty Power jumps up on the outside there. Good jump by Crafty Power, takes it into fourth. Cross My Mind makes headway on the inner, and they're followed by Revel and Pleasure and Patchine. At the ditch, Red Hot Philly Peppers, good jump on the inside of Reach Up and lands in the lead. 2 lengths then to Celtic Rising in third, another 2 to 3 to Crafty Power on the outside of Cross My Mind and Runyon Rattler. At the middle fence in the back straight, and a heavy fall there for Runyon Rattler. Took a tumble and brought down Cross My Mind. So 2 out of the race at that. In fact, it was Celtic Rising was the faller. Celtic Rising the faller, not Runyon Rattler. But as they head up towards the fence at the top of the hill, they've got 3 left to jump as they approach the final ditch. And it's Reach Up the leader. Red Hot Philly Peppers on the inside. Not a lot to choose between them. Crafty Power makes a mistake in third, not on landing, but survived the error. Revel and Pleasure is now moved into 4 ahead of Alley Bleu 5. But as they race downhill towards the 2 fences in the straight, and the pace just steadying up there for a stride or 2 in front. Reach Up the leader, Red Hot Philly Peppers. Paul Townend looking behind him briefly, but is within 3/4 of length on the inside. They're 2 lengths in front of Crafty Power, who's third on the outside of Revel and Pleasure, who's moved right into the race. 2 lengths then to Runyon Rattler and the back marker of the remainers, Alley Bleu. As they head downhill towards the 2 fences in the straight and approach the turn in, Reach Up, Red Hot Philly Peppers travels well in second. They're a length of 2 in front of Crafty Power, third on the outside. Revel and Pleasure still there with every chance as they come down towards the second last fence. And it's Red Hot Philly Peppers on the inside with Reach Up in the centre of the track. Crafty Power on the outer. Revel and Pleasure tracks the leader on the inner as they come to the second last. Red Hot Philly Peppers and Crafty Power takes a heavy fall at the second last as they race down towards the final fight. Runyon Rattler is gone, and also gone is Alley Bleu. Carnage at that second last. But at the final fence, it's Red Hot Philly Peppers and lands a couple in front. Revel and Pleasure, a bad mistake in second. Reach Up in third. But it's Red Hot Philly Peppers and Paul Townend go on by 2 to 3 lengths close home. Revel and Pleasure chase in second, but Red Hot Philly Peppers wins it by about 3 to 4 lengths in the end from Revel and Pleasure second. Reach Up is in third, and Patchine is going to be the only other finisher. And looking down at the second last fence,
So Red Hot Philly Peppers, the jockey uplift, and a trainer in form. Willie Mullins comes away with race 2 here at Limerick. A lot of casualties. Let's hope all the jockeys and horses are okay. Or Evelyn Pleasure, though, Dennis O'Regan on board that one, ran on to grab second after that kind of a iffy jump at the last. And third was the 7, Reach Up, for John Patrick Ryan and Mr. L. Quinlan on board that one back in third. But Red Hot Philly Peppers gets the job done for the champion trainer, Willie Mullins. Going down at Linkfield Park now for race 3 on their card. It's an EBF a Novice Stakes Class 5 event for 2-year-olds. It's over 1,410 metres, and the favourite here at the top of the market is Enchanting Man. Charlie Appleby, Adam Kirby, who's was in good form yesterday, Alan. Promising type. This one, third of 12 in a minor event at Newcastle, and that was over a mile on the debut 13 days ago. Hampered on that occasion, so open to plenty of improvement. And I got a bit of a text actually on my phone this morning from one of my buddies that this one is well fancied today, the 3 Enchanting Man. So this guy, he knows a lot of people in the game, so I think this one should have a little bit more to offer on just his second start. He showed plenty of promise here earlier this month, Emily, and Enchanting Man is going to be the one for me.
I wonder what they'll do with him tactically here, Simon, because they tried to make the running, didn't they, at Newcastle. He didn't quite get home, but he probably will have learned a lot from that, and I'm guessing, you know, coming out of stall 11, they might want to go forward again. So he should be up with the pace, I would have thought. Adam Kirby, well, you know, he's the man to have on side, isn't he, when he's got a 19% strike rate here at Lingfield, and he's riding plenty of winners as well. So I think you're probably